let's enjoy these garlic palm fries air fryer style. And honestly, it was quite funny when on the last video for the Greek fries, nobody really ordered it, but I'm hoping that you all loved it anyways. Let's start with the potatoes with a quick recap on air fryer fries, skinny style. The only thing really to keep in mind is to have the thickness to just around 1/4 of an inch thick, and once you've cut up all your fries, make sure you soak it in water to get the excess starch out for at least 15 minutes. Now while they're soaking, you can prepare a large pot of water to boil. This is going to be used to cook up the potatoes, and then you can drain the fries. Once you drain the potatoes, add them in to the boiling pot of water. Okay, so we let that cook for about 3 to 5 minutes. In the meanwhile, let's prepare the garlic butter. So I'm going to add 1 stick of softened butter, then about 2 cloves of minced garlic. In the meanwhile, the potatoes are essentially ready. It's been about 3.5 minutes, and take a look. There's some translucency on the edges, and the potatoes should be cooked by now. Take this out, and when it comes to the doneness of the fries, take a look at that. It's flexible, right? And if you break it, it's essentially almost all the way cooked. Once you've taken all the fries out, make sure you pack them dry as you can make them, and then you toss them all in a large bowl and then coat it well with olive oil. Then gently, ensure not to break the potatoes, toss up the fries, coat it with all that olive oil, and then layer it in your air fryer basket in a single layer if possible. A bit of overlap is fine. Just make sure you don't have 2 overlapping layers. Then you can transfer this into your air fryer, set the temperature to 400 Fahrenheit and the timer to 15 minutes. Make sure to toss the fries, give it a mix up halfway down the cooking time. Okay, let's go back to the butter. Set that aside. Let's chop up some parsley. Just chopped a bunch here. Now the thing with parsley is the stem itself is basically no flavor, it's bitter. So you want to get the leaves out, and we'll only chop the leaves and then discard what's left over, which is the stem part. By the way, this is Italian parsley and not the curly ones. The curly ones look nice, so if you want to garnish, it's great for that. But in terms of flavor, Italian parsley is the best. This is just about 1/4 cup of packed parsley. And get a sharp knife and just chop away. I'm going to slice through the herb and not puncture it, because if you puncture it, your cutting board will turn green. Add just about a tablespoon of lime juice. Add some salt. Now depends if your butter is salted or unsalted, how much you're going to add. Just add less and then taste. And then some pepper. You can then mix that well with a spatula or a whisk. And you can really use this garlic butter for anything, to make anything better. Pasta, meat, just to finish at the end, some garlic bread, or for our fries. So I'm going to take some of it aside so it's nice and soft. Take a look here. We'll take some of it aside, and I'll show you how to pack the rest so you can refrigerate or freeze it for long-term storage. So to store it, make sure your workspace is a little moist. Then grab some plastic wrap, spread that over the moist. Grab all of this butter, put it right in the middle. We're gonna roll it into a log. So put some pressure and making sure you put pressure to stretch out the plastic just like this. Close it and then just kind of rotate it. And when you're done, you're gonna have a log of butter just like this. And once you've refrigerated this, you can easily just slice whatever you want to use and keep the rest in the fridge. or the freezer. And this right here is what I've set aside to keep soft to use for the garlic palm fries. Okay, our first batch is basically ready. Let's have a look. That does look amazing. That golden brown fry. Personally, I think you get this perfect color from Yukon Gold, my favorite kind of potatoes. I'm gonna start off my second batch. Now, I'm a big fan of pre-work, so if you can get ahead and cut up the fries early on, have it already soaked up the day before, have the butter ready the day before, your entire experience of cooking and putting a meal together with amazing homemade fries is gonna be amazing. Okay, all the fries have finished reheating from all the batches. Add them all to a bowl while they are nice and hot. Then add in a generous tablespoon of that beautiful garlic butter we just made. And here's some freshly grated Parmesan. Just give this all a nice toss. You can use a spoon, or what I prefer, just take this and toss. And then eventually you'll end up with some great looking fries. I know there's some Korean fried chicken sitting over there. Ignore that, it was super good but not homemade. Focus on those fries. You're gonna love them. I hope you enjoyed this fun fry collab. One more video remaining. Let's stay tuned.